Well, hello and welcome to another episode of Kuma's Kitchen. And we're getting close to Valentine's Day. So what I've got here is something I call Fudgy Valentine Chocolate Milo Dip. Now, first of all, your question might be, hey, do they celebrate Valentine's Day in Japan? Yes, we do, but a little differently from the rest of the world. Now, if you're really interested in that, want to find out more about Valentine's Day in Japan, I shot a video the other day, and it's up on my Glimpses of Osaka channel. At the end of this video, it'll pop up, a little, I think, is it over here? Or over here? So it's backwards when I look at the screen. Anyways, it's going to pop up, I think it's over here. It's going to pop up beside me, a little video, and you can click on that and go see about, find out how Valentine's Day is celebrated in Japan. Now, what I've made here, as I say, it's a very fudgy dip. I'm going to try dipping a couple different things in it. It's chocolate and Milo. So it's got this fantastic flavor sensation because of that. So I'm going to, first of all, take a piece of apple and dip that in there. Look at that. It's heavy. It's heavy fudgy. I don't think pieces of cut banana are going to survive this because it's a little heavy. Oh, the apple's pretty good. Let's see. Banana. Well, just take that. Dip it right in there. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's delicious. Yeah, that's really good. And dates. Have you ever had chocolate covered dates? I was going through, we were transferring at Dubai Airport a long time ago, and in the one shop, the lady came over and she said, chocolate covered dates? And I'm like, of course, yes. And it was absolutely fantastic. So here I got a date. Yeah, there's no pit in there. Otherwise, I'm not going to break my teeth. Dip that in the chocolate. That's pretty heavenly. And I picked these up today. These are dried strawberries. And they're quite good. I mean, they're already quite sweet by themselves. So with the chocolate, I think might be a bit of a overload for some people. But let's see. No, that'll do. I like that. Actually, I think of all of them, I really like the date in there. Well, that's quite sweet. The banana. Let's see. If we cut a piece of banana by itself, I think it is going to survive. I'm just afraid of losing it off the end here. Yeah, it's taking a little bit more work. Oh, but we made it. Anyway, so you got to be more careful with the banana, but the banana is really good in here. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right, now, you know what? What's with the jars? Well, there's two ways you could celebrate Valentine's with this. One, you could have your partner and you brought this off the heat, right? It's still hot. Or if you got one of those little fondue pots to keep it warm, and then sit around and dip different fruits and dried fruits and things in there. Fantastic. Or if you want to present this to someone, how about a little jar? Now this is one batch, like we made today. Is one batch come in 2 jars. It's a little, I think, half-pint jars. These are even smaller. I'm not too sure what size that is. Anyways, it's small canning jars. Now what happens is once it cools down, let's just take that off. I love my ribbon job. I'm terrible. I can't, I can barely tie my own shoes. So now it's really fudgy. And look at this. That we've been eating this, and it is addictive. That's the word I'm looking for. It is totally addictive. I know it's really fudgy. It's close to being a truffle, chocolate truffle. You could just about roll it, but not quite. Perfect. All right, so let's go into the kitchen and make some of this deliciousness right now. All right, to make this fudgy Valentine's dip, well, the ingredients are pretty simple. Only 4 ingredients are needed. What we've got across the front here, that's 1 can of sweetened condensed milk. I think actually all condensed milk is sweetened. And all I've ever used is anyways. This is the one by Nestle, Mocha, or Mosa, I'm not too sure. Looks like Mocha to me. Or you could use like Eagle brand or something like that. Just the can, this size can, all right? And then over here, half a cup of butter, half a cup of cocoa powder, and that's cocoa powder. Don't use something like Swiss Mist or anything like that. That's too sweet. You want cocoa powder. This has no sweetening in it because you're gonna get enough sweet from a couple other things here. So straight cocoa powder, and then, so it's a half a cup of that, half a cup of Milo. Now, this is the Milo. Now, I grew up in Switzerland with Ovomaltine. Yeah, but you can't get it here in Japan. I've never seen Ovomaltine here. It's never made it over here. And Milo is much the same. So you could use either, actually. You could use Milo or Ovomaltine. You're going to get about the same flavor because it tastes about the same. I've had this in hot milk, and it reminds me of being at the skating rink back in Switzerland. So same thing. So just you want to get this. It's like a malty flavor. Quite delicious. Really like it. And with the two together, it just makes for a fantastic taste. So what we're going to do now, I got a small saucepan here. I'm just going to bring it over here, make it a little easier. I want to get the condensed milk in. Now you might notice that my condensed milk is pretty heavy and changed color a bit. It's been sitting here for a long time. So it's still the same thing. And it's going to react exactly the same. Condensed milk doesn't go bad. It just starts to get thicker and candier. Absolutely delicious. Really good to just eat this way. But it's going to be exactly the same whether you're using a fresh can or a can that's been sitting in the kitchen for a long time. So, get that all in there. All right. Then, I want to get the butter in here. So the butter goes in. And then we're going to put it on. Now notice I'm using my small burner here because I want the lowest heat. We don't want to burn this, right? So it's going to really low heat and slowly heat up that condensed milk and melt that butter. So, bring that up on a low heat. All right, there we go. All right, that's going to take a little while. I'm going to give it a stir every once in a while just to get things happening. And see you back here when that's melted and ready to add these. All right, so all the butter is melted and that condensed milk's heated up. You can see now, even my old, sitting here in the kitchen a long time, canned condensed milk is now acting like regular condensed milk. All right, so now that it's heated up, I can take it off the heat, bring it over here, and I want to stir these in. So actually I'm going to start off with the Milo first. Get that in there. Doesn't really matter. I don't know why I'm thinking, got to change the Milo first. No, it doesn't matter. Either one. You can mix them both in at once. I just find it easier to mix one in and then come in with the second one. And what I do is I'll just kind of whisk it a bit. In fact, having the whisk is always a good idea for this. And I used it the other day, and I didn't use it today. Why don't I grab the whisk? That's a good idea. This gets rid of the lumps. A little better than the spoon does, but the spoon is nice for mixing. Let's put that out to one side. So what I'm going to do is I'll just get the big lumps out of the Milo, because you're going to find that you do get a little bit of crunch from the Milo, which is really nice. Like you'll get the smooth fudginess, and then suddenly you'll get this little crunch of Milo. It's like, delicious, like little flavor sensations in there. All right, so that's all mixed in nicely. Now, I'm going to get the cocoa in there. Start mixing that in. You got to go easy at first, otherwise, whoosh, it's all over the place. This stuff is just powdery. Another thing I forgot to mention earlier is it's always a good idea to not just put the cocoa straight in from the can, but to use a sifter to sift it a bit, because it tends to get lumpy, and those lumps don't break down much, and then you just end up with little dry, like little poofy, dry pieces of cocoa in there. It's not exactly a nice surprise when you bite into one of those. So, all right, that is ready to go. Look at that. All right, perfect. I'm gonna lick that off in a minute here. All right, now let's dip one. So I've got one of those dried strawberries. Dip in there. Oh, look at that. That is just an absolute treat. All right, so if you like this recipe and you're, gonna have a good Valentine's treat, well, stick around, check out the others there too on the channel. There's a couple of years worth of recipes, and you never know what you're gonna find. So, it's kind of eclectic. I make my own original recipes. They're all a bit eclectic. I just come up with weird ideas, or I fuse a couple ideas together and stuff like that. You just never know what you're going to find. Make sure also that you're subscribed and that you've clicked that notification bell, because that way you see all my weird recipes coming up in your feed, and you'll be notified. All right, now go make this, and let's have a bite. Make cooking fun with Kuma's Kitchen. No, wait. Make cooking fun again with Kuma's Kitchen. Can't even remember his own tagline. All right. And hey, after you made this, have a happy Valentine's Day.